Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and today we have a special guest that I've seen at every single show, I think now.
The shingle show?
Yep. I've been doing so many of these interviews.
The shingle show.
Yeah.
Sure. The lack of a fixture at the shingle show.
Yeah.
There have been so many of them.
Yeah. So this is Cindy from SacroWedgy.com. So.
Absolutely. I have a class this year too.
Yep.
Taught my first class yesterday, and the second half will be tomorrow.
Okay.
And this is the 6th year I've done every one of my shows. And starting from the very first one, he was at the Pensacola Fairgrounds. It was one day, concrete floors, and he's such a visionary. He already had the Wall of Fame, and he would have to tell everybody, gather around. You would have thought there was 10,000 people there, you know, we're going like, okay. And then it just has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. But and what's good about his shows too is he's kept the prices down so that it's very affordable for the vendors, because there's a lot of shows I don't do anymore because they've gotten so up there, and we're a real small family business. So but I do appreciate that about him. He has given me the opportunity to have a class now too, which has gone very well. We're really having a good time. And I do teach some very specific techniques using the Sacro Wedgy. My dad's the inventor. And he started out, once again,
give me a massage,
he started out in sports. He's a football coach and trainer. He's retired now, but he would hold his hand under the sacrum to isolate it, and it's an old osteopath technique. And he started doing this back in the late 50s. I mean, this goes way back. So he did this for quite a few years with any of his athletes that would come in with problems. He would hold the sacrum for about 20 minutes. And continued to get such good results with that. He developed this to mimic the hand. So the Sacro Wedgy is what he developed, and it isolates, cradles, and elevates only the sacrum, very similar to what the hand was doing. So over the years, working with a variety of therapists, we've developed some very specific routines. Lost my nerve here.
Literally,
To access the psoas muscle, we do a very gentle release, working in the insertion point. So we take a lot of the invasive work out, and you don't have to be rotor.
A lot of times it's really painful in this area.
Absolutely. So we just very gently pulse at the insertion point, but because the sacrum is lifted and everything is kind of open and suspended, it makes the work much simpler for the massage therapist. Plus, you've got something to use for yourself. You just lay there and relax. We put a roll normally under the neck, other than your shoulder. We go like that. So we have both ends of the spine stabilized. So we put it back on the shoulder. It's easier to hold. So that's what my class is about: sacrology, the study of the sacrum, utilizing the Sacro Wedgy. So been doing it over 20 years now. So we've got a lot of great testimonials, and the variety of symptoms that this helps with is pretty amazing. But the common thread is they're all a muscle imbalance, and we're just using gravity to do the work. This is one time gravity works in our favor.
Yeah, exactly.
As opposed to not.
So
anyway, that's what we're doing. There's a female version as well, because of the difference in anatomy. The male sacrum is a little longer, more narrow. Some of the taller women now do use the male version.
Okay.
So it does happen, but.
And can they call you or email you and recommend for the size and stuff to make sure?
It's there's a few questions for some of the taller women, but most women that are taller have a longer sacrum, a longer hip, so they are going to be more comfortable on the male version. But it's sacrowedgy.com, SACROWEDGY. Or if you're in the neighborhood, come by the booth. And my tour schedule is on the website. So
you're starting to teach a lot more classes.
Yeah, I have a class in
and what's the name of your? What'd you call yourself?
Sacrology.
Yep, I love it.
We are a psychologist.
So. Yeah, I love that.
So anyway, anybody with sciatica, low back, hip imbalances, it's so much easier and more gentle to let the body do the work on itself.
Yep, definitely. It's always a pleasure, Cindy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.